This is Ruth Guthrie. This module is about e-commerce. As a warm-up, here are a few examples of how business has changed because of the internet. In the past, if we wanted to purchase flowers for someone, we could go to the florist, select an arrangement, fill out a card, and have it shipped to them. Today, if you don't want to pick the flowers up, you can go to an online florist, shop numerous selections, and fill out a card electronically and have it sent to them. It's a time savings for you, and you can ship the flowers anywhere in the world. I'm sure you've heard old people go on and on about travel agents. It used to be that you would go to a person who would make all your reservations, air, hotel, activities, and then print your airline tickets for you in that office before you went to the airport. Now you have information and complete control over every aspect of travel, and you can even get a QR code to use on your phone to board the airplane. Companies like Orbitz or Travelocity let you search for bargain prices. Priceline lets you negotiate or bid for cheaper airfare, and sites like Kayak let you search many travel sites all at the same time. Before networks and our massive ability to interconnect, reporting on retail sales would be monthly. Managers would make decisions based on monthly trends. Today, people have the same information on sales and inventory, only they have it on a nearly real-time basis. I'm sure you still buy books from friends, but if your friends did not take the same class that you plan to take, you have other different options for buying a used textbook: Amazon, eBay, and Chegg. This doesn't even include the Kindle and iPad options for ebooks or free ebooks from the library that you can read via your web browser. Things are much faster than they used to be. This is a standard business model that's used to describe the four basic types of e-business. B2B, the upper left quadrant, represents e-commerce that is from one business to another. Think of this as transactions through the supply chain, not necessarily a consumer. It could be from a manufacturer to a wholesaler or a wholesaler to a retailer. B2C is what we're probably most familiar with, business to consumer. Businesses that sell products to consumers. Amazon is an example of a B2C, and so is Netflix. We purchase items from those companies. Companies like Travelocity, iTunes, and Steam, the online gaming company, are also examples of B2C. If instead I'm a supplier to Amazon, I sell them products to sell on their website, my business with them is considered B2B. Similarly, if Netflix negotiates deals with movies and TV companies to sell their content to consumers, then the supplier relationship with Netflix is B2B. Most companies have both B2B and B2C components. Even though we talk mostly about B2C, B2B is where most of the money is made. 80% of online business is B2B. E-business can also be consumer to business or C2B. Priceline.com is often given as an example of C2B commerce. It is different from other forms because consumers have the chance to set the price before closing the deal. YouTube is also a great example of this. If you have a big enough following for your channel, you could become a YouTube partner and monetize your content by selling ads. To make big money, you would have to be very popular. Another example of C2B is being paid to take online surveys and collecting data. Field agent is an example of this. You get specific assignments from the company to go into stores and do tiny little audits about their products. The last quadrant is consumer to consumer e-commerce. Example of this are eBay and Craigslist, any type of company that connects consumers together to do business. There are also special names for the types of businesses that people have access to. Brick and mortar refers to traditional stores that don't sell products online. This could be many mom-and-pop stores, a restaurant, or a gas station. Most grocery stores are brick and mortar too. Click and mortar means that the store is a hybrid. It has a physical store, but it also has an online way of doing business. Something like Best Buy, Target, or Macy's. Pure play means that the business is entirely online. Google is an example of this. So is Amazon, PetMeds, or Overstocks.com. The ability to do business online, whether B2B, B2C, C2B, or C2C, was a massive change in the way business is conducted. Internet technology enabled this to happen. It changed the way companies compete and it opened new markets and industries that were not possible in the past. The visual browsers that made the internet easy to use, cheap computer technology, and mechanisms for faster data transmission made all of this possible. Advantages of e-commerce include reduced cost, efficiency, effectiveness, expanded reach, and opening new markets. Reduced cost and efficiency is a pretty simple concept. Since things are done digitally, everything is sped up and less labor-intensive, just like what we discussed in the modules on enterprise-wide systems like ERP. With e-commerce, fewer people may be required to sell products. Data gets to where it needs to be quicker and with fewer errors. And since the money is being handled electronically, you get paid more quickly too. Improved effectiveness. E-commerce also offers great improvements in effectiveness. An older example is when IBM was selling laptops online. By examining what people were searching for on their website, they found that none of the terms people were using in the search box matched the laptop products page. They redesigned the page so it would be a one-to-one match with what the users were searching for. As a result, their sales increased 300% in a single month. If you notice that the sales of Angry Bird plush toys on your website is increasing, you just might want to put a link on the homepage promoting that product so users could get right to their purchase. There are many statistics you can look at to see how your site is performing. Clickstream is the path that a user takes through your site. Shopping cart abandonment is another good measure of your customer's success or lack of success on your site. Number of page views, length of stay, geographic location, etc. are all data points that can help you increase sales. Another term for this type of exploration of your company's e-commerce data is analytics. Analytics help a company examine, quantify, and visualize data to improve effectiveness. Web analytics refers to the analysis of web data. This is a screenshot from Berkeley that shows an example of a Google Analytics page. Google has software that you can install with your site that will track data about the traffic from your site. YouTube also gives analytical data about visits to your videos. Here is part of the data from our class. You can see how many minutes people watched, their gender, and top traffic sources. If you look at the top geographies, Morocco actually made the list. That's incredible. Expand global reach. A local company limited by geography can only sell to local customers. Online companies can sell to an entire planet of customers 24/7. People can purchase from you any place, anytime, and are not restricted by your operating store hours or a snowstorm that might keep them from visiting Alaska. Two terms that refer to a company's ability to interact with customers are information richness and information reach. Information richness is how much detail you have online about your products and services. Amazon offering customer reviews that you can see when making decisions to buy is a great example of information richness. It adds information value that might help a customer make up their mind. Information reach is how many people you can inform about your products and services. A caution for companies is that simply being able to reach customers worldwide doesn't mean you have a solid global business. For example, if you sell products to Japan but lack the infrastructure to give help desk support in Japanese, you might fail. Similarly, if you know nothing about trade and shipping regulation, it could be very difficult for you to succeed in business. You need to have the infrastructure to support a global business, not just offer products online. Open new markets. Internet and the ability to distribute digital products has opened new markets. We now have digital products like apps and online books and newspapers and movies. We can also distribute digital media via devices like Kindle and iPad, and we have new industries like apps, tablet computers, and digital couponing sites like Groupon. The photo on this slide shows how ridiculous people thought pad computing was at the time. The pictures poke fun at the iPad requiring a fashion change to make it so that you could carry your iPad around like your cell phone. Why would you need a tablet computer when your cell phone is more compact and convenient and you can actually make a phone call from it? The internet also enabled intermediaries or middlemen to be eliminated, changing people's access to what they wanted to purchase. Disintermediation gets rid of the middleman. It eliminates the agent in the middle, saving money by eliminating their cut from the profit. Travel agents are a great example of this. Similarly, insurance salesmen and Netflix. Remember Blockbuster and how those stores used to be all over, and now you just buy your videos direct. Reintermediation, becoming the middleman, means that you're adding yourself in between the customer and the supplier. Ticketmaster is an example of this. There are many different types of products or services that are available online. Selling products, Amazon, Macy's, and Target. Service providers, like Dropbox, Flickr, or Facebook. Portals, like Google, Yahoo, and MSN that provide a way for you to access content from their site. Transaction brokers, like online investing or betting, intermediaries that enable you to do something like buy stock or bet. Content providers, news, movies, and blogs. And infomediaries, Zillow and Bluebook. Zillow offers historic real estate information for commercial and residential real estate, and Bluebook lets you examine how much a car might be worth. Our last brief topic is eCommerce. These are a few stats, pretty much verbatim from factbrowser.com on mobile commerce. 18% of U.S. shoppers used smartphones or tablets to access retail websites during Cyber Monday 2012. This was up 70% from 2011. U.S. retail mobile commerce sales will increase 56% in 2013. It'll account for 15% of all e-commerce. More than 62% of moms with smartphones use a shopping app, and 46% want to receive information on their mobile device while inside the store. That's a big buying market that we'll have access to over cell phones. 9% of shopping in Korea is done on mobile phones. Clearly, mobile devices and eCommerce are having an immense impact on people's buying behavior and experience. This promises to greatly impact the way companies do business in the future. Quiz time! Is Vaughn's Supermarket a brick-and-mortar company? No, actually they offer online grocery sales too, making them a click-and-mortar. Is Vaughn's Supermarket B2B or B2C? It's both. It has customers and suppliers, so it's both B2B and B2C. How does an online business make money if it isn't through sales? There are other ways to make money online. Services, advertising, and subscriptions are other ways that you could potentially make money with an online business.